Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Daily Blues here on 100% Chelsea. All the latest transfer rumours to do with Chelsea Football Club. And apology for probably being just about 5 minutes over the scheduled time. It's what happens. I was talking to my 93-year-old grandmother on Skype. And you know what old people can get like. So, yeah, blessings to her anyway. Anyway. Transfer news to do with Chelsea Football Club, and today we have new developments for you. We do have some new developments, and it's concerning the left-back situation. Rahman, who this lad looks like he has agreed personal terms with Chelsea Football Club. He is going to become a Chelsea player, well, sooner probably rather than later, but the deal isn't complete yet. It's not complete just yet. We'll have to wait and see exactly what goes on. But rumors coming out are that he has agreed personal terms. And apparently the personal terms is 5 years. It's a 5-year deal at Chelsea Football Club. That's what I'm getting at the moment. That seems to, that's what's happening. So I think it's a good deal. I think it's a good deal. I would totally do that deal. I think, he's probably the only available replacement for Felipe Luis who's actually quite decent. We don't want to get someone else in who's just mediocre. And I think Rahman offers that youth. He offers that vitality. He's got pace bombing forward. He's in good condition. And you know what we're like with African players. We've always had good history of African players, and they all end up to become legends. So hopefully this is the birth of a new one. Rahman, let me know what you think. I think it's a quality signing, but I have to reiterate, it's not done yet. It's just apparently he's agreed personal terms. The deal isn't complete. Money needs to be agreed. The agreement between the two clubs needs to be agreed, and then he can make his move to Chelsea. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope all of you are as well. Let me know in the comments if you think this would actually be a good deal for Chelsea Football Club and a good deal for Baba. Do you think that he would turn out to be quite decent at Chelsea, or do you think he's going to fail? Let me know. Anyway, the next development is, and as soon as I shut it down yesterday, apparently it might actually just be back on. Pedro, apparently no club has actually made a proper bid for him yet. And the new Barcelona president has stated that if you want him, meet the release clause, and he's yours. And today, Mourinho, one of many who actually spoke today, but he said that he would like a bit more pace on the wings, and that has started a brand new rumor that he might actually be going after a winger after all. And Pedro is the one who seems like he's going to fit the bill. Now, he's the only one who, at a proper, let's say a world-class level, is available at a low price. And we can't spend big because, as we've said as I've said with Tony and Louis, we've got stadium plans. We can't splash out. Pedro coming to Chelsea for a low price, a quality player, gives pace to that wing. Who knows? Mourinho might just go for him. But I have to state, might, and it's a big might. I'm not saying this deal's going to happen. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it might happen. In the end, we've still got quite a long way to the end of the transfer window. Anything can happen. Remember, big deals have been made on the last day of the transfer window. So you just don't know what can happen. But it could happen. It might not. I'm just saying at the moment it might. I don't think my gut instinct is telling me it's not going to happen. But it might. Who knows? And I think Pedro would be a good addition. I would really want him. How about you? Let me know in the comments. Would you want Pedro? Now, those are the probably only two rumors that are, making the rumor mill today. But after that, let's get to your comments. Now, a lot of comments. I have to state before I start, if I don't read your comment out, please don't blame me, because I've got loads coming through. I've got loads coming through. Can Khaleesi says, I only want Stones. After that, I'm happy with this window. Would all of you else be happy with that? I think we're going to get Stones. I've always said I think we're going to get Stones. But would you be happy with only Stones? Let me know. Matthew said, well, Mourinho said someone had to leave. Salah just left, so maybe that's what he meant. Maybe there's no need to choose between Moses and Pedro. Well, when he said we have 5 wingers, Salah wasn't part of that. He wasn't part of that 5 that you mentioned, you know. So maybe he meant one of those 5 has to go for us to bring in another winger, because Salah wasn't part of his plan anyway. I think that's what he meant. But who knows? With Mourinho, you just never know. He says one thing, 5 minutes later, he's doing something else. Do you remember when he lied to the whole media about his starting 11? I remember when he said against Barcelona, he gave the lineup for Barca, and he gave the lineup for Chelsea, and he mentioned who the ref was going to be. And he said for Chelsea that Drogba and Johnson would both start that game. And what happened? Drogba didn't start that game. So Barcelona and their whole tactics got thrown out the window because they based their whole defensive unit on Drogba, and he didn't start. You know, and what happened? We went 3-0 up in 20 minutes. With Mourinho, you just don't know. You just don't know. Harj Singh says Man City lost 4-1 and Fabian Delph got what he deserved, an injury. Yes, he did. And they did. They got battered 4-1. I'm happy after that result. And Delph got a hamstring. A hamstring. Do you know what that means? A minimum 4 to 5 weeks out. Minimum. Hey, Karma. Karma is a bitch. Anyway. Ibs says, what do you think about Arsenal getting Benzema? Personally, I think Benzema in many ways is similar to Giroud, i.e. his stats. I'm sorry, I think it'd be a big signing. I think he would replace Giroud really well. I think at Arsenal, it won't be like Madrid. At Madrid, Benzema is not the man. He's got many big players around him. He can't be the man. He's one of the men, but he's not the man. At Arsenal, he walks into that side, and he's got Sanchez alongside him, and he is the man. He becomes the beast up front, you know, and I think that will do a lot for him. I think Arsenal's style of play suits him. I think it would work, and I would be worried about Arsenal's attack if Benzema did join, yes, but, you know, John Terry will sort him out. Anyway, I think it would be a good deal for Arsenal. Let's just say that. It'd be a good deal for Arsenal. Matthew says Cuadrado is faster than Moses. Maybe not by much, but that guy is a bullet when he wants to. I agree. And I think that's why this year we're going to see a good Cuadrado. I think the same way Drogba settled into the club a bit late, Cuadrado will probably a bit late. Yeah, I think Cuadrado will show himself. Remember, with Falcao, that will support him really well. So, yes. Kalisha says, Mashallah, grandmother. Thank you. Thank you. Draw My Face says, so much reasons to keep Moses. He wants to be here more than anyone. Hope Jose see that. He has seen that, and that's why Moses is staying. He's not going anywhere. And yeah, I think it's good that we're keeping Moses, homegrown player. And after the New York game, it showed me that he's got qualities that I didn't think he had. You know, he went off to Stoke, and I always thought of him as that mediocre player. But he's proven that, yeah, with a bit of work, he can become a Chelsea regular. And yeah, let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see what happens. I think Moses might actually prove me wrong. The notorious M7MD says, yo, Eunice. Hi. Yo. Oliver says, Salah to Roma on loan. Yes, that seems like it's going to happen. Apparently, something's been agreed there. So, yes. Vincent Clark says, Aaron Geese was a done deal. I can confirm to you now, Aaron Geese was what I like to call hot rubbish. You know, it was media talk. And what convinced all of us was it wasn't just one outlet. Everyone was talking about it. Sky Sports even mentioned it. And when that starts to happen, you think, yes, it's going to happen. But now it's just phased out. It's just phased out. And I don't know what's happened. But hey, these things come and go. It's what happens with the media, you know. And it's one thing I agree with the Arsenal chairman or the board member, what's his name? Galidis. When he said 90% of media reports are BS. And it's true. It's true. You can't believe everything. So, hey, that Chelsea fan says this is banter. Listen to this, guys. I want Mikel as goalkeeper, left back, centre back, right back, defensive mid, attacking mid, left mid, right mid, striker. He wants 11 Mikels. Let's just say if we had 11 Mikels, do you know where they'd all be playing? They'd all be playing on the goal line, defending their asses off. Right. Matthew says, with Barber coming in, should we use him as a starter and move Aspi to the right? Ivanovic is great, but he's a bit slow. I would keep Ivanovic at the moment. But Ivanovic will run out of steam. And when he does, we stick Aspi to the right and we put Baba Rahman in. And then by next season, Ivanovic will begin to really phase out. And then that's it. Baba Rahman can be the regular left back. Aspi can move to right back. And yeah, we'd still have our back four intact. So yeah. Draw my face as Moses plus Traore or Cuadrado. At the moment, you know, I like Traore. I don't know what it is. It struck me. I think Traore is going to be a nice young little talent. And he's going to blast himself onto the big scene. Honestly, I see a lot of potential in Traore. I honestly think he's going to head in the same direction that Hazard headed in. Honestly, I see that in him. I just do. Call me crazy, but I see it. I really see it. Chelsea Oman says, another shout out to the Chelsea Oman club. We need your continuous support for us to reach all Chelsea fans around Oman. Blues Brothers, shout out to Chelsea Oman. Follow their movement, and if you're in the region, please join them. Because if you're a blue, you're a real blue. Harjit Singh, Chelsea fans channel is mad. 100% Chelsea should do a pair up at the Community Shield game against Arsenal Fan TV. Let me just make that statement out there at Wembley. Let me just say it's gonna be fun because we will probably be meeting up with Robbie and the gang over there at Arsenal Fan TV, and after we beat them at the Community Shield, because Wembley is our second home and they just won't ever beat Mourinho, I think it's going to be good content from when we meet up with them before and after the game. So let's just say that give it a little bit more just before the game. You'll start to see a bit of build up, and yes, we will be with Arsenal Fan TV. It will be loads of fun, loads of fun. The Wise Gamer says we won't sign Pedro. You know, I don't think we will, to be honest. I just don't see it happening. But as I said, you never know. You just never know. You just never know. Ben says Benzema is staying, and that is from Sky sources. Hey, anything to stop Arsenal getting stronger is fine with me. Harjit Singh also says Falcao could be our super sub. He could be. Honestly, I think Falcao will start off like that. I think what's going to happen, we'll have Costa, and then probably Falcao's first game, and I know this is going to sound like Harry Potter, but Falcao's first game, Mourinho brings him on, the crowd goes mental, everyone's like, hey, Falcao, Falcao, and he gets a bit more confident, and he's like, yeah, I'm loving this Chelsea vibe, it's better than Old Trafford, and he gets the ball, few touches, boom, top corner, whacks it in, Falcao, super sub. It could happen. It could happen. And I think it might. I just think it might. Itchdu says, will you go and get the new jersey? I plan on doing that. I do plan on doing it. And you know what? I'll probably do a video concerning just the new jersey. FZMH, I'm not sure how you're going to pronounce that. Ramirez could easily play anywhere. Ramirez, not anywhere. In midfield, possibly anywhere, yes. He can play on the wing. He can play offensive. He can play defensive mid, yes, but not anywhere. You can't stick him up front. Or you can't stick him centre-back. You have no chance. Kalisha says, I want to start Falcao and Costa together, Atletico style, or Atletico style, as they like to be called. That's the good thing. And I've mentioned that before. I think with Falcao, Mourinho now has the option to focus on a 4-4-2 if he has to. If we're 4-5-1 or 4-3-3, and we think, no, let's pack up the midfield a bit more, let's stick it 4-4-2. Bring on Falcao. Sorted. And it'll work. It'll work. You know, or we have to play a bit more offensive. We need two strikers. Stick on Falcao. Costa, Falcao can work together very well. And I think that's where the difference is going to be made from where we saw the bad Falcao at United. You know, who did he have to combine with over there? Not much. He couldn't really align himself with Rooney because Rooney's not a proper striker anymore. He's more of a midfielder now. And there's no one there up top to really go with him. Van Persie just didn't work out. Falcao was on his own. I think with Chelsea, with Costa next to him, it'd work. It would work. Randy, the random dude, says Remy better than Falcao. Wake up. He got the kind of injury players don't recover from. That is one worry. Yes, the knee injury. But just because you get a knee injury, it doesn't mean you're going to go down. You know, it's not every single player. There's not 100% rate of players who get knee injuries and they tumble. There have been players who get knee injuries and they've recovered and they've hit their potential again and they've hit their peak. Who knows? Falcao might just be one of them. And age helps him. So, yes, he's not 30 just yet. He also says Remy, possibly the most underrated player in recent history. He got a better goal per minute record than Costa. That's true, but Costa was injured for quite a bit during the season. And I honestly believe if he wasn't injured and he played the whole season, he would have finished top goal scorer. So hopefully this year he doesn't get injured. Fingers crossed. Kalisha says Falcao is a poacher. Costa could play as a winger. He is so good. Yeah, could work. Costa can play on the sides as well. People forget that. But yes, let's wait and see what happens. Let's give him a chance first, and then we can make the judgment. Ben also says, I'm still not fully convinced Falcao can achieve the heights he did at Porto and Atletico before the injury. Possibly not in terms of, how can I put this? You know, physically, before he got that injury, he was a beast. He could just run everywhere because he didn't stop, and that was the thing about Falcao. He was everywhere. Yes, he might not hit that sort of level, but every time he gets the ball and he makes the correct movement, I think he might hit that potential. He's gonna be a goal threat. I don't think he's gonna be another Torres. No, he probably won't reach that physical potential where he can run every single minute of every single game anywhere like he used to, but I think he'd still have enough to prove himself and enough potential to become the beast that we know he can. So I'd say give him a chance, and I'm sure he's going to prove all of us wrong. Believe me. Randy also says when he wasn't injured, Costa was banned. Exactly. Slash Graffiti says, how do you think we will do against PSG? That's plus on Saturday. We're playing PSG on Saturday, which is tomorrow. And I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know. I think we can beat them. I just don't think, we're going to be at our full potential because it's preseason. Same with PSG, though. So I'm expecting an even match. I just hope we don't show up like we did against New York. Because if we do, I'm not going to watch the game. I'm just, I honestly hope we wake up, and I think we will wake up, and Mourinho and the mentality will be there. But I just hope we don't get battered. Remember, preseason is about fitness, it's about potential, it's about hitting the level, it's about development. It's not about a result. But I just don't hope we walk away with a 4-0 defeat, because that would be embarrassing. That'd be embarrassing. I'd take a draw because, again, it's about the players. It's not about the result. But if we can beat PSG, it'd be a good statement. It'd be a good statement. So, yes. Ib says, I want Ronaldinho at Chelsea. Yeah, 10 years ago. Not now. Randy says, Hazard's problem is the modern generation that needs a goal digit to rate a player. They don't care about who creates or dribble or anything. It's sad. Good point. Good point. But hey, Hazard is Hazard, and I honestly think he'll win the Ballon d'Or. Fingers crossed. Anyway, fingers crossed. And last one, people seem to forget that Falcao got stamped of approval from Terry and Cahill. That's good enough for me. That is good enough for me as well. If the team are happy and Mourinho wants him, and the team are happy with him around, there, we are. I'm confident in Falcao. I really am. I really am. So yes. Let's wait and see what happens. But I'm sure we're going to have a beast reborn. Remember that, guys. There we are. Thank you for watching Daily Blues once again. Be sure to catch the previous video that was out. Now, it's about the racism scandal. Remember, a banning order has been issued to those 5 supporters. Chelsea have banned those supporters for life. and myself, Tony, and Louis have done a video in a nice environment about that. It's already up. It's the video before this, so please check it out. Please check out all the other content we have up. And thank you for watching once again. Hit the social media links in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Be sure to leave any comments after this goes off the air. And thank you once again for watching Daily Blues. Be sure to check out all the videos tomorrow. We will have one video about financial fair play coming out tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That will come out tomorrow morning. So that's a good one. We enjoyed that conversation, and we raised a good point about the whole concept of financial fair play. Does it work? Does it work? Find out tomorrow. And again, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see all of you tomorrow for another edition of Daily Blues. And yeah, enjoy your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.